My name is Cadet Ramzinski, and I am an MS3 here at St. Mary's. This video is for the MS1s that were a little confused over hearing challenge and password, running password, and number combo at lab today, or correction, on this past Wednesday. I'm here just kind of explain the concepts prior to next lab, just so we can speed up that process a little bit. So we can start here with challenge and password. So the challenge and password at lab was sponge and the password was starfish. Before I continue, the challenge password, the running password, the number combo will change every time at lab. This is for a reason. This is so enemy can't learn our intelligence. So when I explain these concepts into next week, don't be like, oh, I thought the password was starfish. No, it's going to change each week. So just kind of pay attention to the process and the reason why we use these. Oftentimes they will link, like as you can see here, this is a SpongeBob reference. You know, sponge, starfish, crab. I don't know if y'all got the reference because y'all are ones. Y'all probably, we should have done like Coco Melon. I think y'all would have picked up on that, you know? SpongeBob was more my time. So moving on. Sorry. All right, so we have challenge for, I'll abbreviate it here. So challenge, so when we're on our patrol place, controlling 360 security, and we see rather it could be an unidentified person, rather it be a friendly, even if it is a friendly, even if you know that that person's in my squad or my platoon or what have you, you need to still give the challenge and password. That's to ensure security, and that's to later when we're graded on these things, when you're graded on these things, it improves our security and looks good on the squad. So just be practicing this, even do it on CADJ. I mean, they'll probably blow it off, but it'll be funny. So do it. I mean, I did it as a one. It was awesome. So, all right. So starting here with challenge. So challenge is think of it like I'm challenging the person that's walking to my patrol base, because this is I'm protecting my guys. I'm in a patrol base. I have my my azimuth of 360 security. I'm patrolling my left and right, and I see someone coming in. I'm responsible of protecting the lives of the people in my patrol base. So I'm challenging the people that are coming in. So this week's challenge was sponge. That means the person that's coming into our patrol base needs to reply with starfish. It needs to be framed as a question. So I'll give you a situation, a hypothetical. All right, I'm in my patrol base. I'm in the prone or under concealment. Correct. And I say, hey, what's your sponge? He or she should reply with, I don't know, starfish. Like it should be an answer, something that sounds and incorporates the password into the challenge and password. If they do not do that, that means they don't know the challenge and password, and that means they're likely not a friendly and likely an enemy. So, simple enough. What's up? Had to make a slight change. I needed to change the number combo. Because this is number combo and challenge password are very similar concepts. Number combo is essentially a challenge and password. However, it's used to form one number. This week was 7. It could be 8. Next week could be 2. Could be 3. Essentially, you're setting up a scenario where you are challenging and they need to reply with a password. Or they need to reply with an answer that equals to 7. So essentially like a password. You know, us as college students, we have to do high-level arithmetic out here. So, you know, addition, if you suck at addition, you can use challenge and password. You know, I'm a high skill, high brain arithmetic, so I have no problem with this stuff. I'm sure y'all have no problem as well. But number combo essentially works in this very similar as challenge and password. So instead of having an actual challenge, I just need to think of a number that's less than 7 that they can reply with to equal 7. So I could say, hey, 4. And they need to reply with 3 or to equal 7. Boom. If they don't, then that means they don't know the number combo. And the same rules applies here with the challenge and password. It could be 5, and they would reply with 2. or it could be 6. They reply with 7, or they reply with 1 to equal 7. Same rules applies. All right, moving on to the running password. This kind of goes into Leaders Recon. It doesn't necessarily have to go with Leaders Recon. It's just if we're in a patrol base and we have friendly elements coming back into the patrol base, and they, instead of necessarily challenging them, if they're running, like they just received contact, which they have, because this is the context of a running password, is that we've taken contact from the enemy and we're running back into the patrol base because it's secure, and we're yelling, crab, crab, crab. So I'll yell crab, and however many friendly elements, whether it be in my squad or in my team or in my platoon, whatever have you, if I say crab 4, that means that there are 4 people behind me that are part of my squad, part of my team. So after that 4th person, that whoever sells crab, so I'll say crab 4, and 4 people come back into that means that's as many friendlies that are coming back into the patrol base. After that 4th person, that's likely an enemy, because we're taking contact from the enemy and we're running away from the enemy. We're retrograde. Never retreat, never run away. Finally, MS1s. Apart from understanding these concepts, having a good attitude at lab, bringing the packing list, to write this stuff down and to write from the stuff from the Warno and from the op board that we give you, you must have a pen and paper. All right? Please don't bring one piece of paper. Bring like a little booklet that you can carry and that you can bring, and you can write stuff down. You don't want to bring one piece of paper each day into lab, because then you're just going to throw away that piece of paper. If you have like a little ledger, like a little notebook, you can have already write this stuff down. You can have like a little preset. So you could have a challenge password, a number combo, a mission, 5W set from what you've done in the past, and you could just have a little template, your own little template. So when we give you this information, you just have that shit no cuss words. Have that stuff pre-made for y'all. That's just a helpful tip. Also, this bad boy, Ranger Handbook. This is how we base our missions. This is the doctrine. It provides a method of accomplishing a mission. It is a way, not the way. However, and if you're ever curious on moving to contact, squad attacks next week, it's all in here. Also, it's in infantry, rifle, platoon, and squad. That's ATP. You can just type that into Google. I have the book. I think the Cage has the book, maybe. You can ask Ms. Smith. And then, yeah, follow up on that and stuff, guys. But please bring that to lab. And other than that, if you have any other questions, you can get to me. And thank you very much.